Hey everyone, today I want to talk to you guys about why waste time on distractions and drama and not being confident when really, if we think about it, life is way too short to be stuck and regretting things that we haven't done because we are messing with drama and distractions and we're choosing not to be confident. And let me tell you where this video comes from. Just over the last week and then this week, I got some news about some people passing away, and they passed away very suddenly. And it was just so sobering. I just love the people that have passed away, the one in particular, and it was just so sobering and so quick, and I got to thinking, I'm positive that if people had a opportunity to come back just for a minute or two and tell some things that they wish they had done over, some regrets, if you will, I'm betting that they would have a list longer than their arm about things that they regret that they did or didn't do, things they thought or whatever. So as I'm sitting in this place of, just thinking of life is too short, it just goes by in an instant, I came up with some things, and believe me, there are thousands of things that we could come up with, but I came up with some things that we need to probably just stop doing, things that we will regret if we don't. And these are just my opinions. If you've got other ones, your own, hey, put them in the comment section. I am a huge proponent of learning from other people. In fact, that's one of my points. But listen to my list and see if you can relate. And again, add yours if you will. All right, so number one, I was thinking that so many times we as humans are paralyzed with fear of which way to go. We often sit in the would've, could've, should've place of not moving forward. We're not sure. We don't know which path to go down. We think of what if this happens, what if that happens, and we're paralyzed. And in reality is paths are never straight. They're never straight. So in order for you to see the twist and the turns and the dips and the mountaintops or whatever, you're going to have to start walking on that path. You're going to have to start moving. Don't wait. Start walking on the path first. So I wonder if the people who have gone on before us don't, if they could tell us, they would say, don't wait. Don't wait. Don't wait for all the answers. Don't wait for a roadmap. Just go. Okay. Number two is we are so apt to beat ourselves up. Rarely do we take compliments very well. In fact, just the other day, someone said to me a very sweet thing, and I just sort of went, oh, thank you, whatever. And she goes, no, listen to what I'm saying. Thank you, blah, blah, blah. And that is so like a human to not take, to not give ourselves credit. And I love to tell my people that I coach, coaching clients or even my kids, to create an evidence file. Create an evidence file for all the great things that you've done, humbly, because the world will try to beat us up. And when it beats us up, we can't shine. We can't do the things that we're created to be because we're so beat down and not confident. So take credit. Look how far you've come. So I'm sure people that have gone on before us would say, don't beat yourself up. You're imperfectly perfect. Okay. Number three, we often think that being patient, and we've all said it, patience is a virtue, be patient. I can hear my mother's voice, be patient. And it's true to a certain point, but sometimes we can sit in patience. Sometimes we think patience is a license to not move. We have to wait for things to come to us. When in reality, patience really is about keeping a positive attitude while you're going through the journey. Think about that. Patience isn't being at a standstill. It's just having a good attitude as you're waiting for the next thing. Okay. Number four, and we're all guilty of this, myself included, but quit playing the victim or quit playing the blame game. How many times do we want to point and it's their problem, it's their fault, not mine. Life isn't fair. We're not all dealt a perfect hand, and we need to take what we have and let it go. Don't let the past define you. Choose to not blame anymore and keep walking forward. So if you blame somebody for something that's happened to you, if you blame somebody for not doing something, you need to let it go. You can't control the uncontrollable. I said that in a video 2 days ago. You can't control the uncontrollable. So let your victim mentality go. Number five, you are enough. You are enough just the way you are. So you don't have to worry about likes on Facebook or Instagram, whatever. It's not a popularity contest. So don't worry about being liked. Do your own thing and do it well. Put your blinders on and do what you're called to do and do it well. Okay, next one. Often we think that we reach a certain age and we're done learning. I know it all. I know enough. I've studied way too much in my life. I've been through that before. I don't need to learn anything else. I know people like that. I really do. And it saddens me. We should be, and I know that's my opinion, but I do believe it, we should be a lifelong learner. We should be ready for the people we rub shoulders with to teach us things, because people can teach us things all the time. Situations can teach us things all the time. The past can teach us things all the time. So be a lifelong learner. And I do believe that people who've gone on before us would come back and say, don't think you have it all together. Always be ready to learn new things. Okay. Next one. Be aware that going forward is not always the only way to go. Every once in a while, you've got to go backwards. And here's a great analogy. If you've ever played chess, I've not played chess. My kids play chess. My husband plays chess. But chess is a game of forward and backwards. It's not always forward. So sometimes in life, it's a great analogy about life. Sometimes in life, we have to go forward if we want to win. We have to go forward and backwards if we want to win. So it's not always forward. It's in different directions. So just because you've had some setbacks, it doesn't mean you've lost. So remember that. Next one is, I do truly believe with all my heart that we as humans, and I've done this before, but we wear busyness like a badge of honor. We love to tell people, and it's not even that we love to tell people, but we often tell people how busy we are, how much we're juggling, how many errands we have to run, how many games we're going to be at. When I do truly believe if the people who've gone before us, and if they could come back, they would say, rest, sit, be bored, stop wearing your busyness like a badge of honor. I think we, as people, like the word addition more than we like the word subtraction. Sometimes the word subtraction maybe might put a bad, like you've lost something, when in reality, sometimes we've got to subtract. take away from our schedule, take away from our busyness. So instead of adding, subtracting. Okay, next one, I'm almost done. Don't always judge people and think that because they are not to your liking now, they will never be a good person. And I'm thinking about people that maybe we went to high school with, or maybe we worked with years ago. And in our mind, we think that they are definitely still that same kind of person. And I don't want to have anything to do with him or her. And I often have to go back to my own situation, and I'm not that person I was 10 years ago, 15, 20, 25, 30 years ago. I'm not that same person, and I'm so grateful for the people who gave me a second and third chance. So instead of pigeonholing a person into a little hole, we need to remember that we're not perfect. And they're not perfect. Doesn't mean that you don't set up boundaries to not get hurt, but keep in mind that people can change. Bad people can change. And here's the last one. The last one is really simple because we tell our kids this all the time when they're fighting. And we say, let me hear, okay, what happened? What happened? And there's two different sides of the story, and they don't even match. Well, we have to remember that as adults, there's always two sides of the story, always. And a solution to that is communication. And I will never get on a political subject on social media because I think it's very polarizing. But I do know that our country, I mean, who doesn't know it, is very polarized because we think we're right, they think they're right, and they're never going to be right, we're always going to be right, and so on. There's always two sides to every story, and the best solution, one of the best solutions would be to communicate. Always communicate. Find out what they're thinking. Tell me more. What do you mean by that? Help me understand. And then conversely, they'll do the same thing for you. So those are just a few things that I wonder if people that have passed away would come back and say, listen more. Listen more than you speak. Don't always think you have to be popular. Don't always think you have to be busy. Don't always think you have to know the path that you're going down. Don't always think that patience means you just sit and wait. Don't always beat yourself up. Don't always pigeonhole someone into always thinking they're going to be bad. So that's my video, guys. If you got anything out of this, please give me some comments and let me know your thoughts. I'm an advocate of always learning from people, so if you've got some ideas, please put them in the comment section below. Of course, if you liked what you saw on here, you can definitely share it with somebody that you know needs to watch the video. I post about things, I videotape myself about things that I've learned from other people and other things, other sources, whatever. So anyway, pay it forward. Huge proponent of that. Thank you for listening. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will be back on here another time.